Good afternoon, Colorado. Welcome to a Hump Day edition of What's for Lunch. I'm your host, Larry Hurst. Today in studio, we have Third and Logan from the Stanley Market, Kaylin and Andre. Get it right?
You got it.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Quick little story. I started seeing Mochi donuts, which I'd never heard of, on Instagram from Third Culture, and everybody was going there and posting, and they look so beautiful. And I'm a donut guy, which you guys know that. And I was supposed to go to an influencer event there, and then the Corona happened, so I didn't get to go. Then I saw they open, and I reached out to them, and I'm like, "Could you bring me the donuts?" And here we are. So tell us a little bit about yourselves and your business.
Yeah, you bet. So I started Logan House back in 2012. I started roasting coffee here, and we opened the first cafe, our first cafe at Stanley in January of 2017.
Was that when it first opened?
When it first opened, yeah. And at that time, Glazed and Infused was just across the hall, a donut shop. And at the end of last year, they closed, shut their doors, and we thought, well, Stanley can't be without donuts. That would just be a tragedy. And so we said, well, we've got to find donuts and find a way to have donuts in here all the time. Fast forward a bit, we went searching. We're searching for someone to make donuts for us, and a friend introduced us to the guys at Third Culture. He said, "You've got to try these Mochi donuts. They're amazing, made with great ingredients. They're gluten-free, et cetera, et cetera." And I said, "Wow, that sounds really great. Where can we try them?" And they said, "San Francisco." Okay, so we hopped on a plane and went out for a donut weekend to try Mochi donuts.
The best kind of
It was really great, and it was fantastic. We fell in love with the folks from Third Culture and fell in love with the donuts and muffins. We thought we have to bring these to Stanley and get them there. I think they'll do really well, and so that's how it came together.
And you're about a month old now?
Yeah, about. We opened on National Donut Day, so June 5th of this year. It was a whirlwind, of course, and crazy to try.
Well, so when you opened, what was the deal at the Stanley at that time?
So the Stanley had just opened for guests inside the building.
And
so,
how do they do the 50% there?
Well, right, because it's an enormous building,
Yeah,
and so
I
they have people counters and all of those things. So they've done a really great job of making the market really set up well for people to shop and eat comfortably and safely and all those things. So they've done a really good job of putting a big system in place. Obviously, there's spacing all over the floors and directions and all those things inside the market. So it looks a little bit different than it did.
Is there just one entrance now?
There's still multiple entrances, but they're able to manage it. Through these crazy people counters that I don't quite understand.
Do they have people actually standing there counting?
They do. Actually have machines that do the counting.
Machines?
Yeah.
So I haven't been since.
It's they're doing a really great job of making sure everybody can feel safe inside that space, and it's been really great.
And tell them where the market is.
So it's at 2501 Dallas Street, right in Northeast Denver, right on the Denver-Aurora border, and it's really great.
It's a gorgeous space.
Yeah.
I mean, I love, and there's so many great restaurants in there
Over there.
with the Denver Biscuit and Annette.
Annette and Rosenberg's next door to us, and I mean, it's we feel really privileged to be there, but also like we can't be junior varsity inside of Stanley. Like we have to bring our A game because these guys bring their A game every day. So, so it's a high bar, and when we tried Third Culture's donuts, we were like, these will do really well at Stanley. This is a game for sure.
So tell us what you have here: drinks, food. What'd you bring?
Yeah. So when we flew out to Berkeley, actually, I'm gluten-free, so I was really intrigued to see if these tasted as delicious as we had heard. And I was really pleasantly surprised to find out that not only I liked them, but you liked them as well, and they weren't your normal cardboard gluten-free option. So they're gluten-free because they're made with a rice flour, a sweet rice flour, and this gives these donuts a really chewy, dense, buttery inside texture. So they're very, very different than a regular fried donut you've experienced. So very unique inside. The glazes that they make are fresh fruit that they puree, and so you get really nice, intense flavors there as well.
It sounds almost like it's a healthy donut.
That's what we joke about. You can feel a little better by them for your kiddos.
Not deep fried, or are they still
not deep fried? They're baked.
Baked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you still get that a little crispier on the outside, and then that softer, chewy inside. But we love these for kids. Kids have really been responding well to them. Obviously, mom and dad as well. In the front here, we have a chocolate, dark chocolate butter mochi donut, and then a strawberry as well with a little white chocolate on the top there. Those have been our biggest hits with kiddos. And then the purple is a really interesting donut called an Ube Coconut Doughnut.
Yeah, ube seems to be everywhere these days.
Yeah, Trader
I'd never heard of
Joe's
it
has
before a few
everywhere.
months ago.
It's a purple sweet potato.
Yeah.
So it has flavors of honey, vanilla, and coconut inside. And then on this donut, you get the shaved coconut on top. It has a really nice mellow sweetness to it.
I feel like I'm seeing ube all the time because that purple just stands out, and on
Yes.
people's Instagram feeds. So whatever they use purple in stuffing things, and every time I'm like, what the heck is that? I've never seen a food like that.
Yeah.
And it is by far my favorite donut.
Oh, so you like-
the ube is amazing.
And how would you describe the flavor?
I think honey and vanilla is a really good way of describing
Okay.
it. And I really love shaved coconut, and so the combination of those things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
All right, let's keep going, and then
Yeah.
you can tell me which one I should eat for my first experience.
In the back here, the other three flavors we have. This one, the pink, is a guava cheesecake. So it has a really nice mixture.
Josh just perked up.
Has a really nice mixture of that citrusy guava, and then the cheesecake side adds a little bit of sweetness to it. The one next to it, the mango passion fruit with some chocolate chips on top, that's going to be really citrusy, tangy, really good on a hot day, as if you're drinking a glass of lemonade. And then the green one in front is a matcha white chocolate. So the matcha is a stone ground green tea. So it has a really nice green tea kind of earthy flavor, and then that white chocolate drizzle on top.
And these flavors are always available?
Yes, these are the 6 donut flavors and 5 muffin flavors we have at the shop all the time.
Yeah, let's talk about the muffins, because this is the thing that I've been reading about online, that people are freaking out about these muffins.
Yeah, same really chewy, dense, buttery inside texture. This one in front I have to tell you about first because it's my favorite. The covered in sugar here is the Churro Muffin.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna crack her open
Yeah.
so we can see what they...
It tastes like a churro,
Oh,
just
it
in
does.
this
Look
mochi
at that, it
muffin
doesn't
form.
pull apart the same way as a muffin.
Yeah.
Okay?
So really nice and cinnamon, covered in sugar. The kids love this one, obviously.
And kids inside, yeah.
You with
yeah,
a cup of coffee.
It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Okay.
And then on my left of it is the original mochi muffin, which was the original of all of these they started with. It has kind of a caramel-like taste inside, and then the sesame seeds on top bring it a really nice flavor there. Behind it is their chocolate brownie mochi muffin. Great for chocolate lovers. Very intense
Very
chocolate.
intense. It's delicious. Lots of dark chocolate there.
Yeah. The green one is the matcha. So same thing as the donut, really nice, mellow, kind of green tea flavor in there. And then this last one is not chocolate, it is also an ube
Ube's back. Yeah.
in the muffin form.
But just not as purple because...
The inside is
Oh, the
more
inside will be
purple.
purple. I'm not going to rip open
Yep.
another one.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I assume, look, in case you didn't know, I've never tried coffee in my life. Just don't hassle me about it. It is what it is. I've gone this far. I'm not going to start now. So I'm not going to be able to comment on how good their coffee is, but I have heard it's really great. And you also have the coffee shop in the market as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
offer a simpler or more simple beverage menu at Third and Logan, and then Logan House has the full espresso setup. But the one next to you is our iced matcha with oat milk. Go ahead. And then this one is our cold brew coffee.
So that's my first iced matcha of my life.
A little green tea like and
Yeah. Not for me.
okay.
I'm not picky, but yet I guess there's
You gotta
certain things
like
I
the
don't
green
eat.
tea side
Like
of it.
I've never had matcha anything, so I'm gonna eventually get to this today.
Yeah.
So what are your hours?
Go ahead.
Oh, we are 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. daily.
7 days a week. Okay. And how can people pre-order these donuts? Do you have plenty of them?
We do have plenty of them, and we are working on a pre-order. And we haven't got that system set up just yet, but we'll be on thirdandlogan.com. And we also have our, you can do a phone-in order as well. Our phone number is 720-515-7748. If you give us a call, we can set aside some donuts for you as well. So.
All right. Anything else you want to tell the folks at home?
These are coffee beans,
yeah.
Roasted by Logan House. No, I mean, we all know donuts is a really good early morning treat on the weekends. Grab them for kids after soccer practice, whatever. But we've been noticing from customers that they've been taking them to evening parties or parties, barbecues, the like for desserts, and they've been a really big hit too. So kind of all hours of the day we found that these are a good dessert for people.
Which one should I go for first?
The ube.
Yeah, I feel like you got to try the ube, and it
Ube
works.
it is.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in, bringing me these donuts.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We'll see you tomorrow for another episode of What's for Lunch. Let's eat. Oh, that really is good.